dignitaries, friends, partners, my dear colleagues. I'm very excited that all of you coming here tonight in this special occasion. I'm excited not just because it's a super exciting venue or the food or the program ahead of us. For me personally, this kind of event represents something much more. When you come together like this, I believe the people who came here tonight are solutions to some of the global development challenges ahead of us. Let me elaborate a little more on this. Although I spend most of my time in professional life in private sector and government, I grew up in a place called Calcutta, India. And some of you may know this is one of the poorest part of India, if not of the world. When you look beyond the glitz of city lights that they now put on the streets or the fresh paints, there are millions living in abject poverty. And their daily income is not $2 a day, not even $1 a day. It's less than 50 cents a day. Now, we have been fortunate. We're a little better off. My family were a little better off. However, my mother cooked the food using cow dung and coal. My brother and I finished our homework in candle lights and lanterns. And we never had continuous running water. My father became an activist and ended up in jail. I bring this to make a point which was best illustrated by Benjamin Franklin. And he said, or who said, we must indeed all hang together, or most assuredly, we will hang separately. Franklin meant that the representatives of the American colonies in revolt needed to organize themselves around the fundamental principles in order to be successful. If they were fragmented, they would be destroyed, literally hanged by the British for their insertion. In my father's case, his heroism and actions did not reflect this statement. His actions were isolated and did not constitute a broad movement. And in acting as an individual, he could not really overturn the established order which had paid nothing but least service to the poor for too long. For me, his experience was a lesson learned. I recognize the folly of confrontation. For me, the path to real and sustainable progress is consensus and collaboration. Because I did not want to hang separately. I wanted to share this picture for a reason, because this picture of me working in slums of Calcutta on sanitation issues. But it was a real grassroots organizing, helping the poor to help themselves. I did not go it alone, but I worked with the youth and I worked with the stakeholders, because that's the only way to address the problem we have. There are still millions without sanitation in Calcutta, I think around 2.5 billion people around the world without access to sanitation. But these problems and the rest cannot be solved by SNV, me, you, or I think any individual organization in this room. You all do excellent work, and I'm very fortunate to know a lot of you at a personal level. So I also know how committed and passionate you are about the cause. But I also know, to paraphrase Franklin, that our efforts will be doomed if we cannot hang together. So today's major development challenges is in sanitation. It is not education. It is not sustainable energy. It is a question of whether in the development community can collaborate, communicate, and pool our resources to address the root cause of the problem of the poverty. So many of you here tonight have contributed significantly in the development world, in the issues that is very close to my heart and your heart. But I'm convinced that you share my belief in the power of working together. And I'm very happy that you have joined us together here tonight. Thank you.